Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Code Enforcement Board regular meeting on Wednesday, March 15th, the Ides of March at 1 p.m. Please silence your cell phones. And Mrs. Dehart is going to take the roll call.
Member Cherbini,
Here.
Member Perlman,
Here.
Member LaSorsa,
Here.
Member Axelrod,
Here.
Member Murray,
Here.
Vice Chairperson Perlow,
Here.
Chairperson Schlamb.
Here. We'll all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. So, swearing in of the public. For those giving testimony related to the case you're affiliated with, please stand and raise your right hand to be sworn.
So if you're going to be speaking at the podium, you want to say, okay. By the authority vested in me as a notary of the state of Florida, do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, at this time, we have public comment limited to 3 minutes per speaker. If anyone would like to address this board for something not related to your case, just in general, you can go up and give a 5-minute speech. Is anyone? Okay. Then we're on to approval of the minutes from February 14th. That was our Valentine's Day meeting. Are there any corrections to the minutes of the 14th of February? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the minutes of February 14th?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Unfinished business, there is none. New business. Okay, our first case is CC 2022-12-010. That's Donal Cassidy and Kathleen Sherry Cassidy on Bel Air Drive. And the violation was interior demolition, remodeling without required permits. Do the board members have any ex parte communications to disclose? Okay, at this time, I now open a violation hearing. And Mr. Osowski will give his testimony and recommendations.
This is case number CC 2022-12-010. My name is Adam Osowski, Town of Highland Beach Code Compliance Officer, and I've been previously sworn in. The respondents are Donal and Kathleen Cassidy. The property address is 1013 Bel Air Drive. Building official Jeff Remus originally inspected the property on December 19th, 2022. The violations that remain as cited on today's agenda are 30-122A, interior remodels without permits. A permit was initiated on January 1st, 2023. It was first submitted for plan review on February 23rd, 2023. As of March 8th, 2023, the permit is still in plan review. The notice of violation was served by posting and certified mail on December 20th, 2022. The respondent was given 14 days to come into compliance. The notice of hearing was served by posting and certified mail sent on February 27th, 2023. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the building records on March 9th, 2023, and the violations continue to exist. I have submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents and photographs. The town recommends that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation and be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains after the date set for compliance. The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the date set for compliance.
Which is what was the date set for compliance?
That's the board decision.
Adam, but there is a permit application pending, is that correct?
Correct. There is a permit in plan
Do
review.
we know why it's been delayed?
Not sure. Usually there's documents that the contractor needs to place in. I can check the computer to verify now if there's any updates.
30 days should be plenty.
First of all. If. Is the offender present? Yes, Ms. Cassidy. Are
Okay.
you Mrs. Cassidy? The alleged offender, I'm sorry, alleged. We should have changed that in here because they're not the offender yet.
She can answer that question.
Well, if she
Yeah.
wants to go up and give,
Yeah, absolutely.
do we have any questions for
I had the one.
the code enforcement? Okay, let's bring up the alleged offender.
Now I feel bad. I have to tell you, I've lived in my current home in upstate New York for 30 years. I am still trying to figure my way through the process here. I thought we had everything submitted and up to date and approved. So there's something I'm not understanding. I will tell you, it was over Christmas, what started as a repair job. We purchased this home to move here full-time, make this our full-time residency. We ended up bought it as is and I've learned quite a bit about termites, leaky glass houses. And the last thing that was happening, repair went in to fix the floor that had lifted from the foundation. When they went in, they found that there was water. They tried to turn off and our outside water valve would not turn off the water into the house. So we had emergency repair. He pulled out the stuff that was wet and we took it all out. At that time, the change in scope from a repair to a remodel became evident. And we had to go through, it was December, we were going through the process to have an architect, like now we have scope creep. Right now, we're actually pulling everything out because we just I don't want to have any problems with water, particularly in Florida. Started that process, it took a lot longer than I thought. We had a letter submitted from the architect saying they were working on it. I was working with one of the folks here, but they moved the job, but I was emailing her over and over again, and I didn't know that she wasn't there anymore. I've talked to Adam, actually, he helped me like who to talk to and who to reach out to. So I want you to know there was due diligence on my part, had to hire a contractor. That's all in place. My understanding was everything has been submitted and should be penned, right?
I actually have an update.
Oh, yeah, it's not like I thought we were good. So our intent was not to not do it. It's just things fell apart in this house that was not part of it. And my husband retired November 1st. He cannot wait to come down here, but at this point I fly down every few weeks and try and get stuff done. So.
Look at the timing. We have an
Yeah.
update.
An
Yeah.
update.
So-
She has a permit.
From this morning, actually. It's good-
Ah.
it's good thing I bring the laptop with me. As of this morning, the permit was issued.
Aha.
So this is, I'm gonna change the town's recommendation just to a finding of fact. Where there's no fine, just the $250 cost of prosecution.
Correct.
Right.
Yay.
Yay.
Know how much it's bothering me.
So we've got a number 2.
No, number
No,
actually,
number 3.
one, I thought we decided.
No, it's a violation, but it was corrected prior to the hearing.
Corrected prior,
It's a
right,
number
okay.
2.
Now, number 2.
Yes,
Okay.
so I move that the respondents be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation, but are now in compliance, and that a do not repeat order be issued. This motion may include the assessment of prosecution costs of $250 because the town proved that a violation did exist.
Cost payable to
30 days, within 30 days.
within 30 days. Okay.
Is there a second?
I second that.
Good,
Okay,
thank
we'll
you.
have a roll call.
Seriously.
Vice Chairperson Perlo,
Aye.
Member La Sorsa,
Yes.
Member Cherbini,
Yes.
Member Pearlman,
Yes.
Member Axelrod,
Yes,
Member Murray,
Yes.
Chairperson Schlam,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right. On to the next case. Number 2022-12-025, Dean Jackson. He's at the Ambassadors North. The violation was mechanical work done without a permit. Board members have any ex parte communications to disclose? Hearing none, at this time I open the violation hearing. As soon as Mr. Ozowski is done over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Mechanical work done without a permit. Dean Jackson.
Okay. This is case number CC 2022-12-025. My name is Adam Osowski and I've been previously sworn in. The respondent is Dean A. Jackson. The property address is 3215 South Ocean Boulevard, 1006. The violation on today's agenda is 30-122A, mechanical work completed before the permit was issued. The notice of violation was served by posting on January 12th, 2023, after certified mail was sent on December 28th, 2022. The respondent was given 14 days to come into compliance. The notice of hearing was served by posting and certified mail sent on February 27th, 2023. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the building records on February 24th, 2023, and the violation has been corrected. The permit was issued on February 14th, 2023. I have submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents, and photographs. The town recommends that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation.
Number 2.
The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable within 30 days.
Okay.
Okay, so is the offender present? Mr. Jackson, okay. He's sworn in already.
How are you? So I'm not living at the premises. It's the goal was to demolish it and but I can't claim complete ignorance about how things work, even though I'm not quite sure how Highland works as much as Delray, which I've been in for the last 20 years. But I'm not regularly checking my mail. I never received the notice, but apparently it was issued and posted. I have my contractor here if he needs to speak up, but we apparently the updated permit or his license, I think it was his license, was not updated. But just a point of clarification, when you read that mechanical work had been done, and then I think Adam mentioned that it had been completed, nothing's been done. It hasn't been done or completed.
No, the permit is issued.
So, he did get it in, the GC who's handling it on my behalf. All the permits were all up to date and approved. Mechanical, again, apparently the license information was a problem. That was not updated. That's what prompted the notice. And in turn, that was corrected shortly after, I guess, the 14-day deadline was imposed. So,
So you're saying there was never any mechanical work done?
no,
So what was the violation for?
I think demo had started.
Oh, the
and
demolition.
Demolition
Demolition had
started.
started.
Okay, so no work, but the demolition started.
Demolition had started. I think that's what prompted the,
Yeah.
or maybe that isn't even what, no, actually, that didn't even prompt the demolition. I'm sorry. Let me back up. The demolition had not even started. Nothing had started. So we just didn't get the updated mechanical permit information that I mentioned within that 14-day time frame from the notice, but nothing had started.
But it's
So-
been corrected now, right?
So, but I just wanted to clear that up for the record, that Because what you had quoted was mechanical was done. And Adam had quoted, unless I'm mistaken, that mechanical was completed. Whereas nothing, and not even demo, I missed.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good point because if no work was done, including any demolition, then I don't, I'm not sure that there was a violation that occurred.
Well, there was, apparently I was told there was a violation. All this was after the fact for me, that there was a posting and certified letter saying that.
But what were you in violation of?
Updated paperwork.
Ah.
Mechanical. I can answer.
All right,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Adam,
Okay.
why don't you please?
Yes,
So code compliance is the enforcement arm on behalf of the building division or building department. A permit was applied for. Nothing, there was no updates, paperwork on anything, inspections. December 27th, permitting then sent the permit over to me as an inactive permit. The paperwork alone is the violation. There was no contact with anybody up until the notice of hearing was actually posted. So I can't, if I knew what was being done or not being done, I could have worked with permitting beforehand.
Hmm.
But the application was done, all the paperwork was done, and then there was no updates with the paperwork.
Okay.
What kind of update were you looking for?
Usually with permitting, they would be better to answer that. But usually when you submit an application, they review it, then you pay for it. Then there's inspections.
so
Yeah, the contractor's here to explain exactly what they were asking for.
Yeah, and Mike, if you want to speak, right, just really quick,
it's a paperwork violation.
as far,
Just
no,
a quick
go
thing,
ahead.
let me explain. Just a quick thing. We went back and forth. This project's been ongoing planning wise for a year with different plans, different layouts. And when we finally got the best layout that he liked and approved, we went to the board and the board there turned us down. So then everything had to get started all over again. By that time, the permits that were applied for, the only one that was lacking was the updated mechanical permit, which was left until we decided what he was going to do as far as planning wise was concerned with which plan he was going to use. And once we got that ironed out and everything, we went ahead and we applied for the proper permits and we got the proper permits. It's just a matter of, it was a delay, like it took so long to get to that process.
In
So-
fact, the board sat on my plans for 3 months without word. They were very uncomfortable because I was flip-flopping the kitchen with the bedroom. And they've never done that before. And then there was an obscure clause in one of the declarations that I never received, by the way. I went through all the documents, the declarations, the upfront before we even started anything, just to assure that everything could be done correctly. But there was an obscure clause that said something that the board has the right to question and vote if it doesn't follow the original building plans, which were from 1974.
Right.
So point being, we had, after 3 months and a lot of back and forth, the president of the HOA at the time physically came with 2 of her experts to view my plans of what I had originally submitted and was absolutely fine with the plan.
So no violation.
I think he's, I think he's been diligent,
Yes.
doing what he's supposed to do. I don't see a violation occurring.
I
If
was also-
anything, there was some paperwork that was
Yeah.
lacking, but it's been corrected.
I
Permit's
appreciate
been
that.
issued.
So it's a number one.
Someone else has to make a
Yes, that-
motion.
you
I'll make a
do.
motion. I move that there no violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation.
I second that.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right, can we have a roll call for the vote?
Member Axelrod,
Yes,
member Turbini,
Yes.
member Pearlman,
Yes.
member La Sorsa,
Yes,
member Murray,
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Perlow,
Yes,
Chairperson Schlam.
Yes.
Motion carries.
adios.
Quick question.
Do I owe a fee tonight, today?
What?
I brought my checkbook as, is there
no,
a fee?
there's
Right when they
said
eat
no
your-
violation.
No.
Go.
Good. Wonderful. Thank you.
Adios.
I appreciate it.
it's a-
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay.
All right, the next one. What did they?
C. CC 2023 1-016, Alan and Patty Mazurek. Violation was AC work being done without a permit. Okay, board members have any ex parte communications to disclose? At this time, I open the violation hearing.
This one, there was a issue with service with the post office, but the permit was obtained. So this is one that I'm pulling,
Good.
and I have a couple more if you want me to go in order.
Which-
Oh, good.
This one is resolved, you
Yeah,
said?
this one's resolved. I'm pulling it from the hearing.
So it's
Okay,
not even, no violations, nothing.
Nope. They
nothing.
got their permit and they paid their penalties.
Good.
It's a null pros.
Okay. Next.
The next one,
Okay,
I'm sorry, Chairman, it's the CC 2023-0102.
yes,
No, that is
let's,
the-
yeah, we're gonna stick to the order.
That is the next one.
That was C, D,
This says-
D is K-Hawk, yeah?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm pulling that one also.
pulling that
Okay.
one,
I like.
They,
okay.
Ah, make our day happy.
Mhm.
So then we're on to case 2023 1-034, Laura and Robin Sachs. And the
Yes.
violation on that one was built, installed, erected new rear stairs. Is that the one you were showing? the
No,
picture?
that was a
Okay.
different one. This is-
In above the sand dune for beach access
Oh.
without required town permits.
that.
Yeah, that could be a state violation or, right? That could be a.
it could be, but I'm actually pulling that one also. 'Cause They got their
Man,
permits.
I'm so excited.
Wow.
Yeah, Jeff Remus wanted to pull that one too, since all the permits were obtained.
Okay. It's a nice stick.
Excellent.
So
Yeah.
just for our knowledge, does that require the state permit and the Highland Beach permit? Is that right?
For them to do the work,
F-
yes.
F-
My violation is just for the town ordinances.
Okay,
Okay,
so we're up to the Goldbergs.
Yes,
Yep.
it's Linda, not Judy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is 2023-01-020, David and Linda Goldberg at the Ridge Condo. Unit 2, let's see here, violations, electric as built without required permit. That's a little bit vague.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Electric as built without required permit. All right, are there any ex parte communications to disclose?
No.
At this time, I open the violation hearing.
all right, this is case number CC 2023-01-020. My name is Adam Osowski and I've been previously sworn in. The respondents are David and Linda Goldberg. The property address is 3401 South Ocean Boulevard, Unit 2. The violations that remain as cited on today's agenda are 30-122A, electric work without completed permits. The permit was originally submitted on October 26, 2022. There have been no updates by the owner or contractor since.
Oh,
Electric as built is how the contractor put in the permit. There's a list of what they're doing. For examples, there's materials, labor, wiring, service panel per FPL. So there's a lot they're doing. They have been active on that site since I issued this notice of violation. And I've had no contact with the owner, representative, contractor. The notice of violation was served by posting on January 19th, 2023. After certified mail was sent on January 18th, 2023. The respondent was given 14 days to come into compliance. The notice, the notice of hearing was served by posting and certified mail sent on February 27th, 2023. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the building records on March 10th, 2023, and the violation continues to exist. I've submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents, and photographs. The town recommends that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation and be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains after the date set for compliance. The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the date set for compliance.
Any questions for staff?
Yes. Where are the pictures of, the only pictures I see of postings?
The pictures, that's what I have. I haven't had
Oh,
contact to actually go inside.
Pictures of the work.
No, I haven't had contact with anyone to get permission to
Okay.
legally
And
go enter.
Right.
But based on the permit and the contract, that's what we're going off of.
Adam, are they
still working on it?
Yes,
So there's,
Today? You didn't issue
I-
a stop work order?
I haven't driven by today and no, there wasn't a stop work order issued.
so their submission for their permit, it showed a schematic?
They would have to, that's part of the requirements,
Right,
yes.
so that's why I don't understand the as-built part. As-built means you put it in, then you say, this is what I did, and it gets approved.
That's how the contractor filled out the
Well,
permit.
then I could see why you guys have a problem.
yes. So this is really a number 3.
Well, first of all, do we have anyone here for, no, you're not
for
Goldberg?
That one.
Goldberg's not here.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Who wants to do number 3?
I agree with you.
Yes.
Come on, read it. You got that.
Okay, I'll do it.
Previous voice.
Number 3, I'm great at reading these things. Right.
Yeah.
I move the respondents be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation, and that they be ordered to comply within 14 days, because we've already given them time before,
14 days is more than enough to get. the permit.
14 days, or be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains after the date set, and also compliance and assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the date set by compliance. Or do you want that to be 30 days? No, so we've got 14 days from today for both the fine, and if they do not comply, then the clock starts.
So we have a motion. Is there a second? Okay, we have a roll call.
Vice Chairperson Perlo,
Yes,
Member Turbini,
Yes.
Member Pearlman.
cool.
Yes, Pearlman, sorry. Member La Sorsa,
Yes,
Member Axelrod,
Yes,
Member Murray,
Yes.
Chairperson Schlam,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay. On to our last case of the day. 23-02-005 in Bel Air, and it was violation interior remodeling, including but not limited to flooring and bathroom remodel without permits. Are there any ex parte communications? At this time, I now open the violation hearing.
This is case number CC 2023-02-005. My name is Adam Osowski and I've been previously sworn in. The respondent is 1105 Bel Air LLC. The property address is 1105 Bel Air Drive C. I inspected the property on February 6, 2023. The violation that remains as cited on today's agenda is 30-122A, interior remodel without valid permits.
Hmm.
The permits were issued on March 1st, 2023. The notice of violation was served by certified mail that was sent on February 6th, 2023. The respondent was given 14 days to come into compliance. The notice of hearing was served by posting and certified mail sent on February 27th, 2023. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the building records on March 8th, 2023, and the violation has been corrected.
Ah.
I have submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents, and photographs. The town recommends that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation. The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable within 30 days.
And number two,
Well, first of all, do we have an offender here? Are you from Bel Air? Okay, do you want to say anything
Yes.
about this?
As soon as the owner got the violation, he hired us, we pulled the permits and
that's it.
that's it. We're doing the job, you know. We
Yep.
Should be
Okay.
finishing in about 2 weeks.
Good.
Sounds like a number two, right?
It is a number
Okay.
two. So I'll read the number two. I move that the respondents be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation, but are now in compliance, and that a do not repeat order be issued. This motion may include the assessment of prosecution costs, because the town proved that a violation did exist. That's $250. And by the end of, in 30 days, it must be paid.
Second.
Okay,
Second, we have a second. We already have a second.
good. Now we have a third.
Now we have Mrs. DeHart, the roll.
Vice Chairperson Perlow,
Yes,
Member Axelrod,
Yes,
Member Turbini, Member Perlman,
Yes.
Member La Member Murray,
Yes.
Chairperson Schlam,
Yes.
motion carries.
All
Okay.
right. Okay, let's just,
announcements.
we have announcements. March 21st of 23 at 1:30 PM. Town Commission Special Meeting. When is that? That is, okay, next week. Then April 4th at 1:30 PM is a regular Town Commission meeting. April 11th at
That's us again.
1 PM is us. That's right. Code enforcement, regular meeting, and April 13th is a planning board, regular meeting at 9:30 AM. And this meeting is adjourned at 1:32
Thank you.
PM.